Hello everybody, my name is Drake.
And I'm Grant.
And together we are JOJOLands. We have some sad news because we have a new chapter, but next month there will be no chapter. He's doing a break.
But
why would he do
not
this?
a real break because
Yeah.
he's doing a Rohan chapter.
And we'll just do
month.
a review on the Rohan chapter anyway. So actually, it doesn't matter. They'll still be JoJo.
Exactly.
There's a ton of day. Yes.
There's a ton of Rohan stuff coming out. We got they're doing something called Rohan Jump, which is going to be like a magazine with all the chapters that have been like adapted or whatever.
Rohan Jump.
And the JoJo magazine for the summer is going to be all Rohan themed.
Yeah.
So clearly, Araki.
Araki
because the
apparently
movie's
said in an
coming out.
interview, apparently, that he said something along the lines of that Rohan was the most popular JoJo character. Now, I don't know if this is a true factual statement or if he's just saying it's so strange. You see that there are multiple live action Rohan projects, but But there's only one single appearance of live-action Jotaro? Interesting. It appears that Rohan is more popular. It appears that I must make more Rohan stuff. Like, yeah, thanks, Araki. Real nice. Anyways, besides all that, we've got JOJOLands here. Things have escalated quite a lot, but first, we have the chapter cover, which is Dragona doing the Jodio pose.
Yeah,
which is kind of fun. Like that a lot. And then close-ups of the more Josuke impersonators. They're mocking us, standing just all stoic right there. I believe one of these is Gappy. He's in here. I'm on.
He is. Next chapter, when he rips off whatever fake mustache he's wearing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be kind of insane.
Exactly. It's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy, trust me. Very, very tense chapter we have. I really like
I was surprised that we started off on the boat again. I thought we were gonna immediately go cut. We talked about this last chapter. I thought we were immediately gonna cut back to the school or whatever.
Yeah, I thought that the second part of this chapter was gonna be like the first part of this chapter.
Yeah,
we go back to that. But the fact that we go, hey, I'm happy we go straight to the boat stuff. But it's just the stakes in this part and like the atmosphere of this section. Oh my god, it's so good. It really. It's continuing the tone we had last chapter and just amplifying it, and and still no. Howler has not once tried to summon his stand yet. We know he has one because they've seen it. I'm shocked that he's not tried to do anything at all. I'm so curious as to what it is now.
Maybe he just doesn't view them as like serious enough to pull it out.
But he's like so cornered right now. He's so incredibly cornered. He's not using his stand. Like it must. I have no idea what it could possibly be. It has to
maybe
be
it could have some
right?
kind of thing where if he uses it, it does some kind of detrimental effect to him.
Oh,
but, like,
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but like it's extremely powerful.
That could be fun. My other thought is that I don't remember how the other chapter went exactly, but he could not know he has a stand. It could have just been like a subconscious like preview of what a stand was. He could not be aware of it like at all. It could have just been.
That's true
like
too.
We've seen previously characters not being aware they have the ability yet. That might be what it was, but we I don't think we've ever had that for a villain before. Every villain's obviously we have flashbacks of Dio and everything where he doesn't know what his stand is, but like from the get-go, he doesn't know what his stand is. That's pretty.
Yeah, even like Jodio and stuff, they know their stands.
Yeah, so it would be pretty interesting. But I'm guessing that's probably not the case, and I'm guessing we'll see it next chapter. That's what I have to see. I'm just surprised it wasn't this chapter.
Yeah.
There's a really cool trick that Dragona does with smooth operators in this chapter that I really thought was cool, where smooth operators changes like the serial numbers
on the money or whatever
bills and make them fake money. I was kind of sleeping on smooth operators for a while. Okay.
Yeah, I remember people in our
comments were saying, like, you guys are ripping on Smooth Operators too much. And we're like, well, I don't know, it just hasn't done too much. But this was a fun,
it's
you know,
got a
on
lot
the fly
more
kind
utility than I could have
Yeah.
considered. That's something I never could have thought of in like a million years. No, yeah, but I think it's incredibly. We're still going this far into the part, and I'm not entirely sure where I'd place JOJOLands in my rankings of parts, but it's got to be in like the upper half at this point, unless it like
easily.
majorly falls off. Because everything is just done so incredibly well that this is not happening for another like 50 billion years, but I need to see this all animated now. I need like a whole soundtrack.
Yeah.
I want to see their. I want to hear everyone's voice actors. That's what I want to hear. Let's get these guys in some video games, okay? We got Toru and Wonder of You already. Let's skip ahead. Let's go. Let's revive All-Star Battle R from the grave. Let's throw in a few Part 9 characters.
Like, that's ever gonna happen.
At one point, I was convinced that Jodio was gonna join our All-Star Battle R, but that never happened because God is
You can
cool.
watch all of the videos on our channel where we say that.
Good. I gotta go back to those videos at some point and really
laugh at them.
And go, ha! How foolish were we? And then we have this part where all the like fire rescue boats and like Coast Guard are approaching the boat with this really cool spread of like all the boats heading towards the big yacht. I did not consider how big this yacht was until I see it next to all these smaller boats. I mean, it's a yacht, so obviously, but I didn't realize it was like a yacht, you know. I mean, I guess if it can fit a carousel, then I should have considered, but and this as far as we know, unless they reveal something, this was not a part of their plan. This was all because Howler is being an idiot and shot up the boat for no reason. So as far as supposed main villains go, Howler's pretty sloppy. This is like usually in parts the villain starts at like a higher place above the protagonist, but we have an antagonist here that is seemingly at like about the same like level. Like he's very desperate, and our team's taking advantage of that. And I think that's a pretty.
And he's very emotional too.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty unique take for this villain. Already better than Toru, confirmed. Thank you, Howler, for saving JoJo.
Until Jobin shows up again.
Yes, of course. I really like how Jodio like takes initiative at the end here. Like at first, for basically this entire thing, it's just been Charming Man as the bank teller talking this entire time. And then at the end here, Jodio really steps up and takes the initiative and explains like the whole plan. And this could technically be like the first conversation between our protagonist and antagonist, which I'm so happy we're getting this early on. What chapter are we on? I forgot to say the chapter number. 24. Sorry, I can't see because I've actually Mangadex is being wacky right now, so I've actually just downloaded all the
it's being
down.
I did too. Mangadex
so I was like, what chapter are we on? Okay, yeah. Only in 20s and we're already this peak. Crazy. Not that early.
I mean, if you think about it, it's like a quarter through.
Yeah. Not that early JoJo can't be good or anything, but I don't know. Usually, the best aspects of a part only start to shine around the mid to end point. So, unless this is the mid to end point in which Araki needs to release like a JoJo Direct and needs to tell us how many chapters JOJOLands is going to be ahead of time, so I can anticipate it.
So we move on basically to back to the school or whatever, and we have them looking for Meryl McHugh, which I thought was fun.
Yeah, and it starts off with this flashback. I was
gonna say we have I guess Paco must be dying next chapter then.
No, don't say. Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's
You didn't think about this? It was like it's exactly like Cacuin.
Yeah, no, but this felt much more like a part 5 flashback where it was like the first half. Every character had like a fight that they were predominant in, and they had a flashback. So I was assuming this was happening.
Also, this is like a narrator thing instead of them like telling the others flashbacks or something. So I totally was like, oh my god, it's like Cacuin. He's gonna die next chapter.
I mean, that's fair.
He's not gonna die next chapter, I don't think. But I just thought it was funny. And I guess it's confirmed he's a rock human, clearly, because his mom left them, and so his mom was the rock human.
The theory is still alive. True JoJo Overdrive believers, please. You have to believe us.
Despite the entire theory being created, because we had the whole thing where it was like he was gone for a certain amount of time, and now we have the mystery solved for that.
Because he was in the military.
Now we're just...
but no, that was a cover up. That cover up. It was a lie. It was a lie. He was actually a rock human the whole time. But yeah, Paco's got a really.
When are we gonna have the prison break arc to get his dad out of prison?
That's true, but I mean, like he was like abusive, but still, Paco clearly has a very like complicated relationship with his dad, because it's very clear that he still like cares about him and everything like that. But yeah, another cool utility use here, where the hustle makes like the seal, the stamp seal with like his hand. And
that was cool.
That's fun. That's a lot of fun. Really, when I was reading through part 8, with the exception of like, of course, like soft and wet, I'm under review. Most of the stands in that part are really like depowered. And like compared to other parts, they're relatively weak. But this is taking it to a whole nother level. But it's still very impressive how they're all still interesting, despite their apparent lack of combat prowess.
Yeah, I find it hilarious that like every child design of an adult character, he has the hat still that says Paco or whatever.
Exactly.
Very funny.
I was saying he kind of looks like Emporio here, because he's got a hat.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. What if Emporio, when at the end of Main Heaven, when he went to the new universe, what if they dropped him off at this random person's house?
I heard in an interview if Rocky said Paco is Emporio in part 9. He said that in 2007, I think, actually. I don't know what it meant until now, but now I get it.
Yes, he wears a hat. That means he's Emporio.
Emporio, like Paco. It's like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
That's true.
Thanks, Rocky. Congratulations for making a peak series. And then we cut back to the future where you're right. I think Paco's now gonna die. He's done. It's over. It's Paco over. And it's a lot more graphic than I first thought I knew they were gonna torture her with funny Ningbo balloons, but they just ripped her fingers off apparently, or Meryl is a baller and rips their fingers off and is gone. It's not impossible.
I think we saw the fingers go off last chapter.
Did we?
I think we did.
Did her,
I think
hand
it was with
something?
the balloons. I think it was something like that, yeah. I don't know for sure. I am pretty positive it's her fingers.
I was too busy focusing on the
name finger.
whole arm.
Teacher, principal name finger.
Stop saying that. Sadly, we do not get a view at our Lord and Savior Ningbo. So, fellow Ningbo Overdrive patriots,
because they hate us,
have to cry and pray that he comes in the next chapter.
We have the whole thing where we see how Meryl McHugh recruited Paco or whatever.
Yeah, that was
interesting.
Good. That was good. I never even considered that we'd get that backstory. I mean, I should have assumed. I'm most excited for an Usagi backstory. Because
Usagi's torn up here about Meryl McHugh.
Usagi's such a mystery. At first Paco was the mystery character because it was set up at the beginning he's gone for somewhere, I don't know where he went. Rock human, what? But now that we know a lot about Paco's backstory at this point and where he was. Usagi, we still know nothing. We still don't even know if he's an actual drug addict, because he's supposedly, that was the whole thing. It was a whole debate within the team. And we still don't know. I need to see what his deal is.
Yeah.
I remember ages ago we had theories that Usagi was like Meryl's son or something.
Yes.
Like
her actual son.
Like actual son, which it's still possible, and the way he's reacting, it's not
That's
impossible.
true, yeah.
He's just overall a more like emotional character.
I'm glad you brought that up though, because that would track, like if it was his mom or something.
Yeah.
But also it'd be weird that he would call. Oh wait, is he the one that says they took Meryl May, or I think it's Paco that says it.
Let me I'm scrolling through all the pages.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Paco. So I was gonna say, oh, it's weird for him to call her.
Yeah, no,
Meryl
that's
May.
you could the eyelashes are different.
Yeah,
Paco's
so
much more pronounced. Yeah.
So that does track, and that could be the case.
Could be the case. I doubt it, but it would be a fun kind of twist where she sends her son to be a part of the team so that he can keep tabs on what they're up to and everything. That'd be a fun little detail. Or he's just a random nobody and is a cool guy with a fun stand.
And cares very much for Meryl May.
Yes, exactly. And now we're left on this cliffhanger. We have two cliffhangers basically. Once. We have Meryl's fingers are ripped off and they're all gone. And Howler has been cornered and we don't know whether or not he signs the papers or whatever. And we're gonna have to wait 2 months for a change.
Yeah.
Araki, you're killing me.
To be fair though, if not only do we have the Rohan chapter, which will be really good and really fun. He's been on a hot streak with these latest Rohan chapters he's done.
Yeah, he has.
Which the last one was 3 years ago, which is crazy.
That was 3 years ago?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
But also, obviously, we're getting Steel Ball Run announcement next month too.
And if for those not in the know, even more information has come out, and it's been even more.
It's this morning there was literally a tweet that was like, we are announcing the next JoJo anime
season or whatever. So unless it's literally a spin-off or something, which
I honestly think it's such a big deal. I could see them announcing 2 things. I could see them saying we're gonna do more Rohan OVAs too, in addition to Steel Ball Run.
Yeah.
Because they're calling it JoJo Day.
It's a whole JoJo Day.
Really
last
hyping
time
it
it was
up.
just a special presentation. I don't remember what it was called. It was some fancy schmancy name last time, but now it's just JoJo Day, which feels.
Or again, in terms of more stuff, I could see them releasing a teaser trailer or something that actually has a little bit of animation. But yeah, Steel Ball Run will be next month. Rohan chapter. We have a lot to look forward to, more than a usual month actually. It's just we won't have JOJOLands, which sucks.
Unfortunately for us English speakers, they're not doing the whole AI generated subtitles again, which unfortunate and fortunate at the same time, depending on your perspective.
It's $60 to buy the live stream.
$60 to buy a live stream where they're not going to have any translations. So if you don't speak Japanese, just wait for the people to show the images.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's obviously you can use a VPN, but I think it's gated too, where you have to be in Japan.
I'm not sure.
Something weird like that.
Stuff like that.
But again, all of that stuff's going to be online within 0.1 seconds, so it's not really not that big of a deal.
So don't bother don't be tricked into thinking you're gonna. It's most of the show is gonna be like last time, where it's just a bunch of if people talking anyway. So if you don't speak Japanese, you'll gain nothing from. Well, I mean, it could be fun.
They're gonna say we're remaking Phantom Blood, guys.
They're starting from the beginning again.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, Phantom Blood's a retro anime at this point. That was 14 years ago.
Shut up.
Okay. Well, anyways.
So that'll be exciting. We'll have a few videos next month.
Yes. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Sorry we didn't have much to talk about for this one. This was kind of just
not a lot of new exposition, not a lot of new stuff, but still excellent work as always. Very fun read. One of the better chapters of this current arc that we have. Unfortunately, though, he could not end the arc before the break. So, but whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for watching. This has been JoJo Overdrive, signing off. Coming through now. Shake it like your feet. Hold
overdrive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Overdrive. Let the downside up to top notch. Whatever haters do. Hot top.